We wake up, we look at the clock, we check the date. We race against a schedule we didn't create, but silently obey. We say, I'm late, it's too early, there's no time, all in good time. And sometimes we ran out of time. But have you ever paused and asked, what is this thing we keep running after? Is time real? Or is it just the background music to a life we're too busy to hear? They taught us that time is linear, like a line drawn on paper, past, present, future. But does it really feel that way? Because sometimes the past doesn't stay in the past. A smell, a song, a street you haven't walked in years, and suddenly you're 9 years old again, running barefoot through summer. And sometimes the future weighs so heavy on our shoulders, it crushes the joy out of now. We try to control it, manage it, optimize it. Time management, they call it, as if it's a beast to tame. But time doesn't bend to our will. It slips, it vanishes, and sometimes it stands still. Think about this. A mother holding her newborn for the first time, an artist lost in the rhythm of a brushstroke, two strangers locking eyes in a crowd, a long hug after a painful goodbye. In those moments, there is no past, no future, just presence. Time dissolves because it was never really there. Only your awareness was. Maybe time isn't a measure of hours or minutes. Maybe it's a measure of presence. What if everything we've been told, that time is a ruler, a schedule, a countdown, is only a convenient story? A story to give structure to chaos, a story to help us measure loss or promise hope. But like all stories, it can be rewritten. Because time doesn't explain why some moments feel eternal and others vanish before we can hold them. It doesn't explain why a week with someone you love feels shorter than a day without them. It doesn't explain why your childhood still echoes louder than some parts of your adulthood. Maybe because the heart doesn't tell time. The heart only tells truth. Have you noticed how we talk about time? We say we spend time, we waste time, we lose time, as if it's money or a possession. But can you hold it? Can you see it? Can you give it to someone else, wrapped in a box? No, but you can give them your attention. You can sit in silence and truly listen. You can stop looking at your phone and look into their eyes. And in doing so, you give them something more precious than time. You give them you. So what if, instead of chasing the future, we slowed down and cherished the now? What if every ordinary moment, drinking tea, walking to work, brushing your teeth, wasn't just something to get through, but a moment to actually live? We're so used to thinking that life happens later, after we graduate, after we get the job, after we fall in love, after we retire. But what if life is happening right now, in this very breath, in this very blink, in this very heartbeat? And we keep missing it because we're looking for some perfect moment, some future where everything finally makes sense. But maybe it never will. And maybe that's okay, because maybe the goal isn't to beat the clock, but to forget the clock altogether. Let go of what you should be doing, of who you should have become by now, of the fear that you're too late or too early. You're not. You're right on time, even if time is not real. Ask yourself, if time is an illusion, what would you do today? Who would you forgive? What would you stop postponing? Whose call would you finally return? What would you say that you've been too afraid to say? Because this moment right here is the only one that's asking for your full presence, the only one that's real, the only one you actually have. So stop, feel the chair beneath you, the breath in your lungs, the stillness in the space between your thoughts. This is it, this is now, this is all. And maybe, just maybe, that's more than enough. Fade out with slow piano. Final scene, a child laughing, an old couple holding hands, a sunset falling behind the hills. The screen fades to black with a single line. If time is an illusion, let love be your truth.